Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And today we are diving into a combo that I expect to be banned because it's pretty dang good. And I think this is a really good combo, but there are ways to interact with it, so we'll see. This combos off with the new ability that we have, which is perpetually, or the perpetual mechanic here is new with Historic Horizons, the Jumpstart Historic Horizons, which came out today that I'm playing it, but yesterday for you guys when you'll be seeing this. Perpetual, the effects and counters are not removed from cards that change zone. So if a creature or an effect changes zone, so if this is on the battlefield of Vesperlark and it goes to the graveyard, it will keep the effect, which is Davriel's Withering or Davriel's -3 loyalty ability, which creature will perpetually get -3, -3. So what does Vesperlark say? It's a 3 mana 2/1 with flying and says when it leaves the battlefield, return target creature card with power 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if we use Davriel's Withering, which gives a -1 to power, or Davriel Soulbreaker's last ability, which gives -3 as well, then when Vesperlark dies, it will be able to bring itself back to the graveyard because it will have power 1 or less. And it will also die immediately because it'll have less power, less toughness. And so it'll immediately die and be able to return itself over and over again, target itself with its ability from the graveyard. So the one way that you can actually like stop this effect is if its ability is if it's exiled from graveyard. The other way too is if we didn't have any kind of effect here. So if someone destroys our Blood Artist, Corpse Knight, Cruel Celebrant, or Soul Warden, the ways that we have to go infinite with this combo, then it would draw the game. In fact, just Soul Warden by itself also draws the game, but we would gain infinite life. We have to have something else to target in the graveyard to be able to make sure we can stop the combo, because this is not a May ability. It's not anything like that. It will continue to happen over and over again. With the evoke cost, it says you may cast a spell for evoke cost if you do sacrifice it when it enters the battlefield. So we have to hold up full control, evoke it for 2 mana, play out a Davriel's Withering at instant speed, and then we get to have the combo go off for 3 mana instead of 4 mana, which is pretty sweet stuff. So Vesperlark, it's just a really good combo here where we just have a way to get a creature to combo off infinite. And as long as we have Cruel Celebrant, Corpse Knight, or Blood Artist, we get to do infinite damage to the opponent and gain infinite life with the Cruel Celebrant and Blood Artist as well, which is pretty sweet. And then Soul Warden, gain infinite life. So it's a pretty sweet combo that we get to have here. So we have a bunch of cards in here. The rest of the cards are trying to make sure that we can actually find it. So Scheming Symmetry, I think this is finally the deck that you actually get to use Scheming Symmetry. We saw someone else play it against us yesterday, and we were able to go find the answer because they played Scheming Symmetry, which is the biggest issue of Scheming Symmetry. But I don't think people have tons of answers for this combo. And if we get to play Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek, Mana Tithe, things like that that are able to counter their card that they go find, we might be able to just win with through that. And so we have lots of discard to make sure it works with Scheming Symmetry, because they're going to want to be able to interact with stuff at instant speed. So if we can then, Scheming Symmetry, find our stuff we need, find discard to make sure that we can go through with it, and then hopefully answer from there. We have one Cling to Dust as well, just because it's a way to answer the mirror matches, which I do think there will be quite a few of these. This is probably one of the best decks that came from the new stuff. There's tons of new stuff as well, though. So let's go ahead and see how this deck does for us, and wish me luck. And here we go. All right, I'm against Death Scythe, and we have a lot of good pieces here, a lot of good creatures in general that are still just decent. Davriel's Withering, we need one more land and the creature. So Scheming Symmetry would be nice to find. All right, so Soul Warden, start off with. Do we want to go Corpse Knight first? I think it's probably Blood Artist. I'm not sure. And now I think it's Inquisition. Soul Warden, Inquisition. We do want to get rid of any counter spells, hopefully. Wow, everything is expensive. Right, that deck. Okay. Yeah, so this is a scary deck. Magma Opus in here too is actually pretty great. Scholar of Lost Trove, Alrund's Epiphany, Mizzix Mastery. Yeah, they get to Magma Opus pretty quickly, and that's terrifying. All right, Cruel Celebrant. Over Blood Artist because we can actually target with it. Not hitting a land there is a little bit annoying. Doesn't go for the Mizzix Mastery on the Magma Opus. I know they want to go for the combo, and I guess Scholar of Lost Trove can do it anyway. I think that's the wrong play. Going for anything that does more damage here. I should have played that probably before Cruel Celebrant. This last card a counterspell. Draw cards and discard cards. Yeah, I should have played Corpse Knight over Cruel Celebrant. It just ultimately does more damage, which is what matters here. I was kind of expecting the Magma Opus, though. All right, pass the turn. Thrilling Discovery still hasn't found the quite a few cards here. Filled the graveyard pretty well. Still hasn't found the ability to return stuff from the graveyard yet, though. Ooh, come on. All right, well, Blood Artist. If they're going to wipe our board, we're at least going to do a lot of damage to them. So there's that. And down to 9, past the turn. I feel like they're at a place where they have to go for this Magma Opus soon. Cycles. Wow, yeah. Okay. Pass to my turn. Ah, come on. Down to 4. I guess we'll play this tapped. Pass the turn. If they had Magma Opus right away, they would be so far ahead. Like this is being way too greedy trying to go for the combo. They might be able to bring back the Scholar. They might be able to do some cool stuff all in one turn, I suppose. Didn't find the reanimation spell. They have Mizzix Mastery now, though. Oh, there's Ultimatum. All right, so I don't know if they'll be able to fully combo off here, though. Do they have Bladewing the Risen? All right, so resolve Ultimatum. They can't kill really any of our guys, because we can Davriel's Withering kill a Soul Warden in response. So anything that kills our guys doesn't help them. All right, Sublime Epiphany returns stuff back to the graveyard. I think we let them play Omniscience. That means they probably have stuff from their hand, though. That's pretty good. They can make a copy of Scholar Lost Trove. All right, so let's go Omniscience and Sublime Epiphany. Oh wait, choose one. Sorry, so we don't want them to have Scholar, right? All right, so they can have those two. They could bounce something back. Oh, they can also yeah, that's fine. All right, they have the Omniscience. I mean, this might be worse. They might just have everything they need in hand. Scholar, so they have the ability to do that. Recast Emergent Ultimatum. Yeah, now we might be dead. With the Omniscience, that just means if they have any kind of card draw as well, which we won't be able to stop, they have the chance of just dominating immediately. Let's see what else. Okay, you can have the Vorinclex. They get to put something into their hand, which is probably another Emergent Ultimatum. They're grabbing some really interesting cards here. They're not going with the typical Bladewing combo. puts a land into the graveyard. I guess it doesn't matter if they get the right thing to hand. All right, they're gonna force us to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. That's.
Oh, I bet you wish you had nothing to lose.
All right, so keep Blood Artist, keep Swamp available. So it's when Blood Artist dies as well. And so with Davriel's Withering, we get to win. So before the storm effect goes here, win the game. Yes, that's why you stay in it, guys. That's why you stay in it. I was about to skip so early there. Wow, that was that was awesome. All right, pretty good hand. We have the Withering. We have lots of good effects, so keep this. Courtyard, a Warden, pass the turn. Temple of Silence. The sound of silence. Okay, and Corpse Knight. Man, we have not seen the creature. I really need to remember the name. Vesperlark. I think that's the one. We need to get a Vesperlark. All right, so this is seeming like a mirror match. Let's see if they use a Withering on our Corpse Knight. That is one nice thing too, is that our Davriel's Withering, if it is a mirror match, we do have the ability to kill most things that would let the combo actually combo off. There's a Blood Artist. Man, I really want that other land. Let's go Inquisition of Kozilek. Let's get rid of... Ooh, Thalia is interesting with this deck. I'm actually fine with them going for the Wishclaw Talisman. I think we want to get rid of Thalia, because we have answers for their deck right now. Target artifact or enchantment. All right, so yeah, that is interesting. I was trying to think of a good way to be able to deal with Weatherstone Ruin or Grafdigger's Cage, because that's the main thing that's going to happen. I brought in Mana Tithe kind of as a way to do that, and discard in general. So Davriel's is really only good for the Perpetual side of this, and it's good as a removal spell. But it's kind of awful at the same time. It's really not a good card. It's kind of the worst. They might go for Shambling Ghast here. The issue with Davriel is that they do go with Wishclaw Talisman, sweet. It's accepted as an offers. There's one blessing that we can get, or the offers, that completely stops our game plan. It gives all of our creatures +1/+1, I think perpetually, which shuts off the combo. And so Davriel actually isn't that good of a card in this deck, but it is interesting. Does this bring it to hand immediately? If they have the land here. So Blood Artist actually is a little bit interesting here, because it says whenever another creature dies. So Soul Warden will actually gain more life than they will be able to deal with. Concealed Courtyard. I think I kill their Blood Artist now, or do I wait a little bit? Let's wait and see if they go for the Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, having two Davriel's Withering is actually going to be pretty nice here. So, yeah, so right now, if they go off with the combo, Blood Artist and Soul Warden we'll gain 2 life every time, and they will be able to only gain 1. And we'll be able to still do at least 1 point of damage to them each time. So it'll negate itself, I believe. We will gain more life, but it'll continue on because we won't be able to deal more damage than they're gaining. Unless we kill Blood Artist, which is why we need to hold up the Withering. Do we kill their Blood Artist? So they can evoke at instant speed. Oh no, that's not instant speed. I'm lying. Shambling Gas was another card I was interested in bringing into this deck. It does work with Vesperlark pretty well. It does work with a lot of the other creatures we have. And you can run Deadly Dispute, other ways to draw cards, where I'm running Scheming Symmetry, which I do think is the wrong play. Scheming Symmetry, I think it is better to be drawing cards rather than running these ways to let both people find the combo. Maybe. All right, Inquisition. Okay. Pass the turn. We don't get to hold up the Davriel's Withering here. I shocked that in, but I don't really want to. I can't play that. I have to hold up Davriel's Withering. We have to have some sort of way to interact with their combo in case they go off. If they have 5 lands and the stuff, that's kind of difficult to say they'd be able to. But whatever. All right, we have stuff in the graveyard that we can bring back with the Vesperlark, and so we do have infinite life and the way to stop the combo, and so we should be fine. Agadeem's Awakening. I'm not playing any Agadeem's Awakening. I think I need to add that immediately because you want to be able to stop the combo, but then if you can have Agadeem's Awakening to bring everything back at some point too, good stuff. I think we need at least 2 copies of it. Okay, no blocks. Definitely would love to build the chance to be able to swing in now with their lower life total. Davriel's +1 ability is actually not good with the Shambling Gas either. Do we know of the offers? Can I see any of those? Where's the list? Okay, there's Vesperlark. Gain some life. So we don't want to do that to them. That makes sense. Pass to my turn. Castle Locthwain is interesting. Okay, now we have another land. Could have gone for the Castle Locthwain, just draw a card there. I don't really know what Davriel... Let's go for an offer. Why not? Let's try this out. All right, so we get to choose offers. That's interesting. I didn't know. Okay. I did no clue how this deck card is going to work. So conjure a card naming Mana Guardian. Spells you cost 1 less to cast. That's amazing. You get an emblem with Davriel Planeswalkers you control have +2 to draw a card. That's interesting, actually. I think it's better than having the reduced cost, barely. Lose 6 lives, sacrifice 2 permanents. Lose 6 life. That's fine. That was a fantastic one. Unfortunately, now we have to deal with this Vesperlark. Our Davriel can't actually be activated again because they get to kill it right away. All right, so sing a Soul Warden. I think I actually do kill the Vesperlark here on their turn. So pass the turn. They can have it go off infinitely, but that's fine. So we kill Vesperlark now when they can't play anything else. This is kind of funky because we give them the ability that they want. Hopefully they don't have any kind of reanimation. So they bring out a Blood Artist, which dies immediately because it was already dead before. So we get to gain some life. Sweet. That was the best thing they could have targeted. Awesome. Okay, now we get we get to draw cards every turn. They have a Blood Artist. Gain some life. Soul Warden counteracts their combo still kind of too. And we got another Withering. All right, sweet. Draw a card. Cruel Celebrant. Swing in. This is only creatures we control, unfortunately. Pass the turn. All right, Davriel's offers are interesting to me now. If you get 3 choices, you get to choose to not get the bad one, which makes Davriel 100 times better. The conditions are bad, but if you get to choose between 3 conditions, it does make it a whole lot better. Yep, no blocks, that's fine.
Good thing I have an indemnity clause.
Yeah, that makes Davriel very interesting. I'm glad we actually got to see how Davriel works with the offers and conditions. I wonder if we'll be able to get the same condition, because like I would love to be able to keep getting the deal 6 to ourselves one. That's a fantastic condition for us. Okay, we get to draw 2 cards every turn. Do I want to use Castle Locthwain? I think I might. So use Castle Locthwain, then draw with him. Okay. Attack in. Pass the turn. Hold on to Davriel's Withering. How many have I used now? I think it's been 2. Okay, so we do have a chance to get another one. We get rid of Blood Artist. The Corpse Knight, getting rid of Corpse Knight here is annoying, but it's still not the worst for us. Down to 4. Or no, they went up to 4. Whatever, doesn't matter. Mana Tithe, not as good now. In my mind, it was going to be amazing. Scheming Symmetry. What can they draw now that would be worthwhile? Let's go ahead with Castle Locthwain. There's the Vesperlark. I think we played out just for the damage that it deals. Swing with both of these. Yeah, no attacks right now. As long as we have 2 of these effects, they're going to have to find at least 2 before they can win the game. Or 3, I guess. So I guess Soul Warden actually is the only thing that would affect it with their side of the board. So I might want to go into green for Balaged's Recovery, or just ways to bring cards back to my hand. I think Regrowth as well does it. Just because Vesperlark itself doesn't... If it goes to the graveyard and just sitting in the graveyard, it's not as useful. And that's where Agadeem's Awakening is useful. But I also think that being able to bring back Davriel's Withering with Balaged Recovery or something like that might be worthwhile. Gets rid of Scheming Symmetry. That's fine. We have lethal right now. I guess, yeah, they get to find something here, a way to deal with what's going on. Come on, Davriel's Withering our Vesperlark. I dare ya. Oh, I also forgot that I could have -3 to the prayer. Okay, I totally missed lethal, didn't I? I was not even thinking. Did I have it in hand or was it after I drew? I think it was after I drew, right? Either way, we get to Perpetual and kill the Vesperlark here on the next turn now and go off. I want to get a Mana Tithe counter at some point here. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, we get the Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, I was going to see. So the issue is that we could have attacked in first to start anything just because we have the game already there. Anyway, we have been running into this same combo deck a lot, so good to see. All right, pretty sweet hand. Let's keep this. So when we have the Vesperlark and we have Scheming Symmetry to potentially get there. Let's go Courtyard, Thoughtseize, I guess Inquisition. Okay, so same combo. So they have a bunch of discard as well, which is actually really annoying. Let's get rid of the Blood Artist, I guess. Everyone's running the same combo. I forgot to add in the Academy's Awakening. Yeah, it takes the Vesperlark. Seems legit. So we can Thoughtseize and Scheming Symmetry. They're going to put something on top of their deck, which we could take away their Thoughtseize. They have a Davriel's Withering. Let's go Corpse Knight, pass the turn. Let's at least get some damage going, because like if we are just kind of comboing, like interacting with each other the whole time, man, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of this same exact deck, which I am glad that there is quite a few ways to interact with it. Getting rid of their creatures, getting rid of whatever, it interacts really well with itself, kind of like other versions of the deck work really well. It'll be hard to play certain decks against this, unless you have some way to exile stuff from the graveyard or ways to remove creatures, which I mean, both of those should be in every deck. Takes away our Thoughtseize. I mean, if they want to pay 2 for that, I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, Blood Artist. Yeah, I guess we do go for the Scheming Symmetry. Let's go ahead and attack in. It gives them a chance to find their own Vesperlark. So we can't do it because then they would just have it for their turn. So pass the turn. We have to hope they don't have it. Right now, luckily, we have the Blood Artist, so we can kind of... maybe letting him go for it would actually help us win. I should have gone for it, I guess. Okay, there's Blood Artist. Soul Warden. See, every time I've had Scheming Symmetry, I haven't wanted to cast it. Because right now we're ahead. And being ahead is good enough for me. Do I let them try to go for the combo and not realize how bad it would be? Let's just go for it. What else could happen? So I think we find the Vesperlark. Davriel's Withering might be better just because it actually does interact. And then we just hope to find Vesperlark later. So the issue is they get to find something they want first. Mana Tithe could be good against them. We don't get it to hand right now, though. Maybe it's just another Corpse Knight and we just kind of go aggro here. We need something that interacts with their side of the board too, though. Another Blood Artist wouldn't be bad. They can also just find a land if that's what they're waiting for. Sure. Grab Vesperlark. Yeah, I don't like Scheming Symmetry in here. It's not an awful card for the deck. Up against some matchups, this is a fantastic way to do it. But I think because this combo is going to be so prevalent, people are going to be putting in things for it. And so Wishclaw Talisman is better because they can't interact with it immediately. It's going to be tapped down. We get the card straight to hand. So Wishclaw Talisman definitely better than Scheming Symmetry. So I think you immediately just replace that. But I'm not even sure if you do that. I think it might be better to run Shambling Gas and waste the draw cards and just try to find the combo. Because these cards are good enough and they interact with the other piece of the combos pretty well. All right, so they have a way to get rid of our graveyard. Okay, we're going to play out Vesperlark. Maybe I should have evoked it. And no, we don't have anything to bring back. We're just trying to deal damage here. Their main removal spell is Davriel's Withering, so go for it if you want to. I'm not totally sure what they're going for. The mirror match with this deck is an interesting game. I'm glad we got 2 of them. I do wish we had played some other stuff. I'm not sure if I'll have time to do other ones right now though. So yeah, damage to your face. Cool. Deal 3. Soul Warden counteracts the Blood Artist, so even if they combo off here, it's stalemate. The issue here is if they have land, they only have 3 cards. They can't have enough stuff here. They'd have to have land, double the Withering, and the Vesperlark to be able to win. All right, swing in. Trades off with the Blood Artist. Interesting. Ooh, Ephemerate. Okay. That is another way for it to leave the battlefield, is just to blink. That is a protection spell. It's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and throw it out there. Why not? If it means we get to play a Davriel without shocking ourselves, that's okay. Scrambling Claws as a way to deal with this is pretty interesting. Opponent scoops it up. Sweet. That's such an interesting deck. We were able to win 3 in a row. I'm going to keep it there. But I'm interested to see. I think that you guys will run into it enough that you'll be able to see how it plays against other decks. If you are playing any historic at all. Anyway, it's an interesting one. All right, let's head to the wrap up here with this one. The combo is cool. First and foremost, Scheming Symmetry I didn't really like. It wasn't awful in the deck, but the issue with Scheming Symmetry is it's sorcery speed. You let them draw the card before you get to, and so I don't know what I was thinking with it. Wishclaw Talisman is a lot better. You can play it on turn 2. It's a 1 mana thing to find what you want, and it brings it immediately to hand. It's tapped down, so they don't get to use it right away either. So it's a good way to just like, if I need to find the combo right away. So we're just going to go ahead and drop the Scheming Symmetries and go up 3 Wishclaw Talismans. And I think that immediately makes the deck 100 times better. That way we can actually find what we're looking for. Yeah, they get a chance to do it too, but we don't activate it unless you have the combo fully what you need right away. And with it being only a 3 mana combo with Vesperlark and Davriel's Withering, you should be able to find what you need with 1 mana and have 4 mana to do it all and find it and win the game. And so, yeah, good enough. I think that Blood Artist, Corpse Knight, Cruel Celebrant still does enough damage just with those creatures by themselves whenever things die or whatever, that you have a good combo. Having some way to sacrifice stuff or whatever would be good too. So Wishclaw Talisman being up at 3, does that make room for Shambling Gas and potentially like Deadly Disputes? Or some other way to have ways to sacrifice your own creatures? I'm not sure. Board wipes could be interesting as well. Ways to exile things in general is really good. I do wonder if with all the new cards coming in, if Swords of Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, things like that will eventually come into the format and no longer be not legal. That would be really interesting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.